My tea is dripping. Hello, welcome to Monday. I was gonna try to get it done before you go to work, but you're kind of a zombie in the morning. I didn't think that you would want to get up early enough to watch it anyway. I'm a good friend. So I'm gonna review two books that I've read this month. I've read so much YA that my head may explode. And it's not a bad thing. I don't think I can borrow books from people and not read them right away. I get, it makes me nervous. And I think it's because when I loan books to people, I expect them back at a certain rate. Um, and so I internalize that and read quickly. So I am going to review one I liked and one I didn't like so much. I've put them somewhere. I know where they are, but they're not in this vicinity, and so I don't want to get up and go get them. So I'm just going to talk. And as you can tell, I don't know what to do with my hands. No. So the first one I'm going to review is Hyperbole and a Half. I think it took like an hour and a half to read that. Maybe longer, maybe not as long. Regardless, the amount that I was laughing definitely contributed to the length that it took me to read it, because I was laughing a lot. Thankfully, I was home alone, so I didn't have to deal with anyone being like, "What's so funny? Tell me the joke." And I'd be like, "I can't, there's pictures." And a certain tone. I am comforted by this book because it makes me, I'm not the only one with a simple dog. Jack. He tries really hard. Well, I think in my review I said I laughed so hard that I was sweating, which sounds gross, but it's also 100% true. I like to think of that, though, as while being gross is also kind of like working out, and so my 2014 goal to be in better shape is off to a great start because I laughed a lot, and that's good for the abs. Funny books are really funny books are hard to come by, but there's a whole like genre. You can go into a library and find like humor books, or Barnes and Noble, find humor books. But I feel like this one was special because it was hysterical, but it also addressed a lot of things that are hard to talk about. So her whole talking about, you know, having depression and not knowing how to be with people and like working through identities and, you know, being a horrible person or whatever, like that actually was, while being really funny, was actually really comforting. So I'm relating to this. So I really like that a lot. And the pictures were great. So I give it a 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. 530 out of 530. I super enjoyed it, especially the simple dog thing, because not only does it apply to my dog, a little bit applies to my brother, which he was very excited about, and kind of reinforces the whole simple Aiden construct. Anyway, he's great. The one I didn't like so much was Debris Dreams. I think maybe I don't like it that much because I don't like space books that much. So maybe it's like a me thing. I had a lot of issues with the way that the characters related to mental health things, like the whole heaven construct, and when people couldn't handle like the space world, they would get sent to heaven and become angels, and they would stay there. The doctors would take care of them. There's a lot of negative connotation about that, and I had a hard time with that because you know we have a lot of stigma around mental health right now and in our society, and that's not okay. I wrote a review about that, and what was cool is that the author actually responded to me on Goodreads and said, "Thank you for the feedback. I just want you to know that their ideas about mental health is something that that is negative, and it's very much like our society today, but it's going to be addressed in future books." So even though I didn't like it very much, I appreciated that I got a response from the author. Super cool. Um, and that it was explained. The other thing that was really awesome about that book is that it included a lot of LGBTQ plus themes. It wasn't even like queer lit. It was just like, this is a book about space, and oh, by the way, it's totally cool if like you sleep with a girl and you're also a girl, you sleep with a guy and you're also a guy, or if you have trans friends. Da, da, da. It was awesome. I really liked that it was just kind of like it wasn't a big deal in the book. That was more my speed, because when I read queer lit, it's like everything's about being gay, and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. Like, where's the plot? I like that this was incorporated in kind of a normal way, and you know, I think that's a nice look into the future. Let's hope. But yeah, so that's what I really liked. Right now I'm reading The Knife of Never Letting Go, which I'm enjoying a lot. I really like the dog and boy relationship, but you'll hear more about that later. And as for now, I'm going to... 8 of Diamonds. I think I lost. I won the last one, though, so we're tied. My dog was just grunting because she was rolling over. They've had a rough day. Still don't know what to do with my hands.